It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be around the world. Ali Midawi here with a brand new installment of Yup Daily, and I am super excited because today is actually my favorite way of Yup Daily, and that's when we do our Free Coaching Friday. Free Coaching Friday means that you choose the topic, you ask the questions, and we coach and train you in real time. It is 11:01 Eastern Standard Time on December 10th. This is as real and live as it gets. It is not pre-recorded. So you want to test me? You want to try me? Throw your questions. Any business or personal development questions, any limited beliefs that you may be dealing with. And you may ask yourself, well, why would I ask you, Ali? Well, I've done a little bit of business myself over the last 14 years, and I've been extremely blessed of doing just a grand total with a few individuals and companies, of course, of $2 billion in total sales. And I've had the opportunity and privilege in being myself a full-time entrepreneur for the last 12 out of those 14 years. TEDx speaker, Six Sigma trained, wrote a book that sold in 7 different countries. And now I sit before you as the global master trainer of the Young Entrepreneur Project, a world's greatest entrepreneurial community that helps you start, grow, or scale a business. So if there is any itty bitty reason why you're not where you want to be, 5, 6, or 7 figures in earnings in your business, there may be a reason why. You may not know it, but I'm here to help you out. So feel free in that chat. First of all, let me know if you are an entrepreneur. Second of all, feel free to ask any questions that you may. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to give you some of the recaps of the things that I've learned myself throughout this whole week in order to develop business, create multiple 7 figures in business as well. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Mary, I see you from England. Lily Gray, what's going on, Texas? Hello and good morning to you too. So a few things that I have learned is that never assume that someone knows based on their title. In other words, there are times that we assume someone knows and they can handle things on their own, while in reality, they really are babies in their own way of doing business. Let me give you an example. There are people that have come into your life and in your business, and they have some experience, let's just say, in life insurance. And you're like, this person has a network and has experience in life insurance. They're going to rock it in health and wellness. That is not necessarily the case, because that person knows one skill set, and that skill set is within that industry. So we have a trading educational vertical where we educate people on all things financial services, financial literacy, trading specifically in the different areas, right? And we assume just because someone was good as an investor, that automatically that person is going to be good as a trader. And that is far, far, far from the truth. As a matter of fact, I made a little bit of money. I lost a whole lot of it because I assumed that investing and trading was the same exact thing. So I'm advising you, as you are enrolling individuals, no matter how much influence they have, no matter how much confidence they have, you do not, I repeat, you do not want to assume that they got it covered, because assumption is the mother of all mess ups. And that mess up will cost you, because the expectation that that person has had is that you were going to help them. You were going to lay out the red carpet for them. And now they feel as if you have failed them. Have you ever dealt with someone that you brought on board and you thought they were rock stars, and all of a sudden you're shocked, like, why is that person not making it happen? I know I have. The second thing that I have learned is making sure that every single person understands the basics and fundamentals of business. See, again, no matter how much success someone has had in a traditional business, this arena of online business, home-based business, network marketing is a new space for them. And by default, they are not equipped. They don't have a slight idea that they are about to fall flat on their face and crash and burn. So it is your responsibility to educate this individual on that fundamental, on that step one. So let me explain to you what I mean. So first things first, putting down some basics as far as expectations. What is my responsibility? What is your responsibility? What am I supposed to do versus what you are supposed to do? What events are non-negotiables? What events you can actually watch in a replay? What are you supposed to say? What are you not supposed to say? How are you supposed to deliver some information? What information you should never deliver yourself? Like important things that could literally be costly or set that person up for major wins. So let's talk about, for example, if I bring in a brand new person in business, and please, you can interrupt in that comment at any time and ask any questions. I educate the person on how many people to talk to every single day in order to have a winning week. I educate the person on what to say to the person. I educate the person on how to pre-qualify, because as you've heard me say many times, I don't prospect everyone. I pre-qualify everyone, but I don't prospect everyone, because I don't want to be a babysitter. And I say that with respect. I don't want someone who was not mentally fit for our business. In other words, someone who is extremely negative, who needs a lot of personal growth, who is dealing with their battles and demons from past companies or past relationships. And now, instead of us being productive and parallel in our behavior and our mindset, all of a sudden, all I'm doing all day, every day is working on motivating this person and stopping them from crying. That is annoying. And as much as I love people, there's a time and place for everything. As my sister tells me all the time, you're not a pastor and you're not a psychiatrist. You are a business developer and a mentor to others, and you have to remember your place. She told me that. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, well, everyone is coming to you with their problems as if you're going to solve it for them, but they forgot why you are here in the first place, right? So setting up that expectation and making sure that I pre-qualify the person based on my core values, based on what I see as the best route for us to build a business. Because at the end of the day, we don't have to work together. We don't. I want to work with everyone, but we don't have to work with everyone. And you yourself have to set yourself up for the same exact way and the same exact behavior. Next thing that I want to talk to you about is social media. And this was a huge takeaway for me. There are many people who are really good at creating engagements on social media, but they do it just for the dopamine. They do it just for the reactions. They do it just for the likes. They do it just for the comments. And that's great. But once that stops, meaning once the post is done, they don't do anything. Let me tell you what I do. I actually send a message to anyone who likes, comments, of course, anyone who I don't have relationships with just yet, or I never interacted with, or I'm not in business with. So I go and I use or take advantage of that like, comment, or share to create a new interaction. Hey, John Doe, I see that we've been connected but never interacted. I so look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. Oh my goodness, you've liked my pictures 3 times this week, and I never got to say hello. I would love to have a meet and greet and learn more about you and your professional background. Oh my goodness, we haven't talked since last year. What the heck have you been up to, right? Like, I create relationships and engagements. Do not let your hearts and your likes and your comments go to waste. Those are reasons that you need to send someone a direct message, because the direct message starts with a dialogue about personal life, and then it converts to, how about you? And that's when you say, oh, I'm helping people start, grow, or scale a business. And just like that, you have a prospect for you, right? So we got some questions that are coming in. Facebook user, type your name so we can give you a shout out, because you didn't give access to StreamYard to show your name. We see just Facebook user. But you asked, what recommendations do you have for piquing interest in your cold market using social media or other methods? So first things first, understanding the mindset of cold market versus warm market. Cold market is people that I don't have a relationship with. And if there is no relationship, there is no like, and trust. And if there is no like, and trust, there is no influence, which means I have to convert that person from the cold market space to a warm market, right? Initiate a relationship. So before you even jump onto the cold market space, you need to fix your bio. You need to make sure that you have enough content, because when you send a friend request or when you interact with that cold market prospect, they're going to look you up. And if they don't see relevant information or relevant content, I'm not saying about the company and about the business model, but about you. Who are you? What do you do? What do you like, right? Do you do Facebook Lives? Do you interact? Do you show your face? Can I see your tonality? You need to document yourself for that person to say, that's someone that sounds interesting, right? So make sure you have that in place. Now let's go back to your question. So there are many different ways. I personally make sure that I am in different Facebook groups, that I'm always interacting with people, that I'm always accepting friend requests. I'm always interacting with people in different friend groups where I message, I comment, great post, great content, great article, or whatever. That's indirect communication. Then I go, anytime there's indirect communication, I immediately go, and this is in Facebook groups, you go on Messenger and send a message to that person. Hey, I just want to double down, man. That article was amazing. I did not know you were into NFTs. I'd love to connect with you if that's okay. I'm going to send you a friend request. And just like that, I'm creating a real-time connection. That person is going to get the friend request. They're going to say, oh, yeah, absolutely. I've been in this space for the last 6 months, blah, 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 blah. Dude, that's awesome. Would you mind having a meet and greet or a virtual Zoom just so I can learn a little bit more about you and your professional background? See how I'm speeding up the process? Doing it more often is going to give you the ability to create real relationships. Now, the mistake that many do is they think by creating a flyer, creating a sponsor ad, creating a funnel, I'm just going to dump it online and ta-da, people should come to me. Yeah, you may do that, but if these individuals don't see the value in a relationship, in a human being, they will skip and drop you to the next shiny object they see. And now you just wasted time, assets, and resources. I've had somebody who reached out to me, and they sent a friend request, and the very first message was this: hey, I am part of this affiliate marketing company about this product and this service, and I want to show it to you. If you like it, great, I can give you more. If you don't, I'll never bother you again. That was the message. So I replied, do you always reach out to people just to lose them? And they said, it seems like you've had a bad experience in the past with affiliate marketing and network marketing. And I said, no, I have not. As a matter of fact, I love it. I was just wondering, why is your approach so dismissive, as if I am automatically going to see you as a bad person? Now, they went on to say, I don't work under mentorship and supervision and blah, blah, blah. I was like, clearly we're not the right people to talk to one another. So I just unfriended and ignored the message. My point being, make sure that you are setting up your profile so people can see who you are, and then create real, meaningful relationships in a speedy way, which is what I do all day, every day. Great question. Jana, good morning. To be connected with the Yup family. Haven't had my phone's be for almost 2 weeks. All right, cool. Well, welcome back. Lily, I don't know who to call for a three-way. I feel on my face yesterday. Pastor called me yesterday about driven concerns was crypto. Yeah, just create a three-way messenger with any of us, and we'll take it from there. Do we ever get to see you play that beautiful piano? Right back there. So this is what you call a virtual green screen. Just so you know, this is me in the metaverse. One day. Great question. Good content. Thank you, Takoya. I appreciate it. But yeah, so making sure that you are putting in yourself in a position to win. If your profile does not have valuable content, the world doesn't care about talking to you about business. I'm telling you, myself, I get people who send me a friend request and they send me a message, and I'm usually automatically going to accept. But I go and check out the person, and if I'm like scrolling down and I see cat videos and irrelevant content, I'm like, why are we even talking? So definitely making sure that you are doing that. Okay. Yeah, you can send me all the text in the world. Just make sure that you're doing it the proper way, and make sure that the person is expecting that we are going to be talking. And I'd love nothing more but to help out. Any other questions that anyone might have? I'm going to give you 30 seconds just because I know that there's a little bit of a delay. Just keep in mind, few things. The Young Entrepreneur Project, as we speak right now, we have a crowdfunding opportunity with Net Capital. As we're going pre-IPO, we're becoming a publicly traded company. Reach out. I can give you the direct link that gives you the full information, but you can become a shareholder pre-IPO, 65 cents a share right now as we speak. If that's something that you want to take advantage of for that wave, let me know. We'll send you the link for that for more information. And then tomorrow, I will be, for the first time in 4 years, doing an event in New York at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time in Staten Island, New York. It is a complimentary event where we're going to be educating about our young entrepreneur driven vertical. I highly recommend. I got your complimentary ticket if you want it, but you gotta hit us up because we have less than 50 seats altogether. And last I checked, I believe there may be standing room only. So do not just show up. I need you to let me know if you want to come out. Staten Island, New York, and I'll make sure that we either have enough chairs or something, but you just got to let me know. It's going to be a 2-hour event. I cannot wait to bring the heat back to New York for the very first time. Mary, I would like to promote Driven, but I don't know how. Start clicking. If you're not a member, if you don't show up in any of the verticals, if you're not educating yourself, you're not going to know what you're talking about. So start clicking. I invested in Net Capital. Awesome stuff. You are my colleague and my shareholder. Excited for you, partner. So if I don't talk to you between now and then, I cannot wait to see your beautiful faces in New York tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And for everybody else, I'll be catching you back up Monday morning for a brand new installment of Yup Daily. Thank you all. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.